So welcome to this video of, and I'm here with Jan, and Jan and I are going to do the second installment of this demonstration of the preparing for a difficult conversation. And if you've watched the video that we did before, we worked with her dad, and that's a way of doing this map. And now we're doing the role play version of how to do this map. And I'm going to play her dad starting off, and then I'll switch, and then she'll play her dad and I'll play her. Jan, anything you want to say before we get started here to our audience here, to reach out and say something?
Yes, hello everyone. This is Yan from China. It's such a great opportunity for me to be able to practice with Ike. Yeah. The issue with my father really is a big issue for me in my life at present. So last time I worked with Ike, he is a very good listener. So I do feel much better after the practice. But when I go back home facing my father, and he used the same ironic tone to talk to me again, this enemy image again just arise.
You get new material. He provides you with new material. Okay.
Oh yes, like so many tiny little things adds up. So again, we decided to do this second version, this role play version. Hopefully I can get some new insights from this practice, because as Ike mentioned, practice is so important in really master those key skills. So I'm looking forward to this practice.
Yeah, and it's been my experience that when I'm dealing with these kind of people in my life that have been in my life a long time, that I don't do one role play or one exercise like preparing for a difficult conversation, and then like with a magic wand, it's all gone. But I get relief. It feels like relief from this burden of judging this person. And there's a kind of openness that's there, and it lasts for a while. And then if I'm fortunate enough, and if I work at it again, then I will get to that place again. And if I continue to do that, I call it the tail, that from this work, the tail lasts longer. And then I find, I wake up to awareness, to consciousness, that I haven't been sort of bedeviled or tormented by these thoughts for a while now. But the neural pathways are always there until we die, and we can stimulate those neural pathways again. So anyway, that's a little note that I have. So the way we're going to do this for the viewers is, I've got this frog in my throat. It's really early in the morning for me, and it's 12 hours later for Jan. She's at the end of her day, and I'm at the start of mine. So the way we're going to start this is, she's going to start telling me about her dad, and I'm going to play her dad, and I'm going to empathize with her, probably skills that her dad doesn't have, he doesn't know about. So for the people in this course, it's the listening exercise. I'm going to practice the listening exercise. Okay. When you're ready, start.
Okay.
And remember to talk to me and say you when you're talking about your dad. You do this, you do that.
Okay. So I'm wondering why you always say, like in your eyes, I kind of always useless. I don't know why.
Oh, so there's something about the way that my face and my eyes that you get the message that that I think you're useless. Is that right?
Yes, just like 2 days ago when I have to renew my driving license. And because, yes, it's my fault. I didn't check it carefully after everything was done. Uh, then it turns out that they forget to stamp on my driving license. So I have to go back to, 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 to do it again.
Yes.
So then you really make a big fuss about this thing again. You just you just prove that I could not do such tiny things. What can I do? So in your eyes, I'm so useless. I don't know why. You know, in my school, I have more than 70 teachers in my school. I'm the head of those teachers. In their eyes, I'm so capable of doing almost everything.
Yeah.
But in your eyes, I'm useless. I don't know why. Like you never be able to see my strengths.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm getting what you're saying to me. And just if you'll hold the mic a little bit away from your body because it's sort of hitting against your body. So I want to make sure, I want to make sure that I'm understanding. It's on the one hand, you interpret this message from me about that you are not, that you're useless, some kind of judgment like that from me. And at the same time, you know that given your work in your school, that you are very useful, you're very accomplished, and you have lots of responsibility and you do these things. And so when something happens like the driver's license stamp that you didn't get, it's like it's not fair for you, or it's you would like to have more understanding from me about that, and not treat it like it's such a big deal.
Yes, of course. You know, I have so many things to think.
Yeah, and for me to understand that and get that, and not send this message that you seem to be getting from me.
Yes, like you never see my effort, and you never see my achievements.
When you're saying I
Like
don't see them, I don't talk about them, I don't acknowledge them, I don't say something about them.
yes, you don't have any interest in knowing what I'm doing now. You don't have
And
any interest.
I don't have any interest, meaning I don't ask you about them. I don't try to find out what you're doing.
Yes, you never ask. And whenever I want to tell you, you just tell me, don't tell me about that. I don't want to know.
Oh, so that my guess is the really hard one, is when you want to tell me something that you've accomplished, that that I do this kind of brushing it aside and say I don't want to hear it. Is that really the tough
Yes,
one?
yes. I really hope you can be patient and just listen to me. And
Yeah.
I want to tell you what I'm doing, what progress I have made, how many students I had in my school, how many branches I have uh,
Yeah.
established in my area. Like I really want you to see my achievements. I really want you to be proud of my achievements.
Okay. So you want me to be patient and to listen when you want to tell me about what you've accomplished at work. And ultimately you want me to be proud of you. You want me to say how proud I am of you. Is that?
Yes, yes. You know, since I'm a kid, I'm always a top one student in my class. And you and the mom, you are always so proud of me. And now I'm grow up. I have my own career. You know how hard I'm working, but I never complain all those hard workings. I want to have some achievements. I want you and mom to be proud of me just like you did when I was a child.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to see how you're working and how hard you're working in the same way that you saw me working hard as when you were a child. Did I get that part right?
Yes, you know, I want to have my own career because, you know, in my heart, you are kind of like a hero. You are like a big tree in our family. You protect us. You provide us all those um, living conditions. I really appreciate all your effort. So you are a hero. You are like a model. So I always dream that someday I can have my own career. I can also be successful in my own career. I can just like you, you
Yeah.
know. But
So you're
you know
trying
now
to,
I have
go ahead. Go ahead.
like now although I haven't achieved that big success, but I'm on the right track, and I
And
have made some progress and
you want me
achievements.
to see that. You're really longing for me to see your efforts and that you're on the right track and how much you are trying to be like me. You're using me as a model and what I did
Yes,
with my career.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I think I get that. Is there anything more you'd like to tell me before we switch?
So right now I feel calm because like you really hurt me.
Okay.
And yeah, I think you get what I have just said.
Okay. Well,
And
I'm glad.
I was so grateful that you can listen this way.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you want to switch and you play your father and I will just I'll make up and I will tell you about the driver's license and that I forgot to get the stamp.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, hi, Dad. How are you today?
You know, like I have to take care all sorts of things at home.
Yeah. Well, you know, I went in to get my driver's license renewed, and then I forgot to, or I didn't check to make sure they had done the stamp that they need to put on the driver's license, and so I have to go back. So I'm a little irritated at myself about that.
You know, you always do things like this. This is such tiny little things, and you can't even get it done.
Yeah. So you're worried about me. Is that you're worried that if I can't do these, that I'm not going to accomplish the big things that I'm telling you I want to accomplish? Is that
I just don't know what you are thinking about every day. You know,
so?
you
Yeah.
always tell me you are busy, but I don't see any achievements you make.
Yeah.
And I don't see much money you made. I don't see you bring home much money.
Yeah.
And you spend almost all day long at home, no, at work.
Yeah.
And we have to take care of your son, like
Yeah.
from morning till night.
So it's like you're kind of you're worried and concerned and distressed about that you spend all this time at work and that you're not seeing I'm not seeing you're not seeing the results that you would like to be seeing or that there's something about the money that's coming in is not matching all of this work and effort that you're putting in. If you were really being successful, that you would be getting, you would be bringing in more money. Is that something like
You know,
that?
I am not saying this because I want you give me money. It's just like if you are so busy every day, then at least you should have some results from your work.
Okay, so you want to see results, and that's sort of the measure that you have of what kind of accomplishment that I'm making.
Yes, you know, I had my business like almost 20 years ago. At that time, I make maybe 200,000 per day.
Yeah. So you want to, if all of this effort and all of the what it means to the family to take care of your son, and for you to not be here very much, and you know, leave early and come back late, that you want to see more money coming in. Is that what you want?
Yes, you because your mother and me are getting old. We can't be with you all the time.
Yeah.
We may leave someday. We never know what day we may leave.
Yeah.
And you have to look after yourself and your son, your family.
So you and mom are getting older, and you want to get to spend some time with me, because time is growing short for you. And you can tell that.
Yes, and you know, your mom and me, we both have fixed salaries each month.
Yeah.
So we don't need your money, but you have to really think for your son's future.
Yeah.
You have to be able to support him. And also you also have to look after your sister, your niece. You know, you have responsibilities.
Yeah. And you just want me to be aware of those responsibilities, and you want to trust somehow or another that I understand and I get these responsibilities, and that I'm paying attention to them.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, because I could not look after you all the time. You have to be on your own.
So that's a big concern, I guess, I'm guessing, Dad, which is that you're not going to get to, you can see you're not going to be around all that much longer, and you want to be able to trust that there's going to be someone in the family, and it's you that's going to be taking care of your son and your sister and your sister's child. You want to trust that that's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's important, you know.
Yeah. So it really weighs on you, this idea of what's going to happen after you're gone, and who's going to take care of the family. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, you know, we are getting old. I could not make money as I did many years ago.
Yeah.
So I hope you choose right career. You have the capability of making money. You have the ability to support the whole family. Then I will feel relaxed. I will feel safe. I don't have to worry for you and your sister.
So you can feel safe and not have to worry about me and my sister, and our children, and how our families are going to be, that the family's going to go on without you and mom, and that you are going to, you can have peace, and have peace.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it looks like there may be a kind of a shift there that we can, maybe there's undoubtedly more, but we can end there. Is that okay?
Yes, we can end here. Yes.
Okay, are you willing to tell us sort of what happened? Because it looked like something happened. Like you had an insight or an understanding or.
Yes, because suddenly, oh, I have too many like very complicated and mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Right now, when I'm playing myself, I like kind of discovered some very deep, very, how to say, deep motivations why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Because like, yes, my father is like a hero for me. I always dream that I can have my career, just a successful career, just like him. You know, I never, like, I didn't think about this last time when we were doing this practice. But when we talked about in his eyes, I seemed always useless. Then like it's really hurt me. Then when I really like go inside and I suddenly discovered I have this motivation deep in my heart. I want to be like him.
Yeah.
And when I didn't get his recognition, it's really hurt.
Yeah.
And I could not accept this kind of thoughts.
Right.
And when I'm playing my father, wow, yes, like for the first time, I stand in his position, and I can really feel very real feeling. I think he just want to make sure I can look after myself and my son and my sister. So he was sometimes worried and anxious about whether I'm choosing right career, whether I can make enough money to support the whole family. Because yes, he's getting old and older.
Yeah.
I think he wants to make sure he can trust I have the capability.
Yeah.
Yes, I never really think in his position. I always think in my position, and really hates him saying all these like mean words to me.
Right.
But I think behind those mean words is his love.
Yeah.
His love
And
for me, for my sister. Yes.
That he wants to care for, and that he wants you all to be okay. He wants to be able to relax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel so sad right now.
Yeah.
Cause you know, I can never imagine someday I may lose my father or my mother.
Yeah.
I will always pretend that the things will be just like this day after day. They will always be with me. I don't dare to imagine they someday may leave me. Cause I know I love them. I can't imagine they leave me someday. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So why should I hate him or blame him? Why they are still with me. I should really cherish every day
Yeah.
they are with me.
But you can also ask him to express his love and his care in a different way. So I want to encourage you not to just believe you need to accept whatever it is, but to reach out to him with tenderness, to figure out a way to where he can hear you. You can, and by hearing you, maybe he will develop more trust that you all are going to be okay after he's gone. And so maybe, both your needs can get met.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So any kind of plan learn, plan, practice, any kind of plan that you have in mind? You don't have to tell us everything about the plan, but just if you have some thoughts about your plan.
Oh, I think I can be more patient next time. Whatever he says to me.
You can be more patient. Okay.
Yes, and I think I will really remember this moment, my feelings at this moment, and like next time when I face him, I can really look into his eyes and see the love,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. So maybe he doesn't have to change, but that
Yes,
you
I
can,
don't expect him to change, and
yeah.
I know he won't change.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But if you can hear the love, then you will change. And if one person changes in the relationship, then the other person will change also. But so you can change, and that's enough.
Yes, and maybe next time when he says all mean words, I can just tell him, "I know you love me. You are just saying love in a different way."
You can say what my wife says to me. You're just being a grumpy old man right now. You need to don't be so grumpy. And so that gives me a signal to pay attention to myself. But okay. So and then you could, part of your plan, now I'm back into teaching mode, but part of the plan is you can always do a practice to have the conversation with your dad. If you want to have a conversation, you could have a practice and set up a practice time to do that. So anything you want to say to the listeners before I end the recording?
Oh yes, yes. The shift is so real. Yes,
Yeah.
it's it's so magic. All these maps, all these steps, they are actually simple, but since it really reach the deeper heart, so it's really helpful. So I hope all the listeners, viewers can really practice in your own scenario. You will have very different feelings, and you will know how wonderful and how magic the shift can happen, and the world may change. Yes.
Yes, that's yes, from my experience. Yes. Okay. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.